Hey, welcome to our second video. As you can see, Sam is having fun with us.
So this week we started off with laundry week. And yeah, we did all of our laundry on a very special way.
Days pass by and my eyes stay dry, and I think that I'm okay till I find myself in a conversation fading away. The way you smile, the way you walk.
So the water is not far from here,
Just a few meters.
just 200 meters or so. Oh, maybe at the...
Oh, it's beach.
Is it cold, the water?
I don't know.
I think it is.
It's a little bit heavy.
This is the first bucket. This is the second filling.
So now we're first gonna bring this one.
This is true. Cooperation. Oh, she's in a hurry.
Now we have a winner.
Yeah, that's
It's
me.
me.
And on laundry day, we used a lot of electric devices to heat up the water, so we can wash our clothes nicely and proper. But that also resulted in like an electrical breakdown. The inverter stopped as well tonight. The batteries were empty, so we used too much
Electricity.
electricity. So we now just have to wait for the inverter battery to come up.
These days I'm becoming everything that I hate.
Not even all of the laundry.
I was too late.
Our hardest
There's a
worker.
place that I can't escape your
Hi.
ghost. Sometimes I wish that I could wish it all away. On a rainy day without you. Sometimes I wish that I could see you one more day.
We want to share some highlights with you of this week. And the first is the sunset in Gjovik.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my horse through the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. I'm gonna take my horse through the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. I'm gonna take my horse through the old town road. I'm gonna ride.
It was so cold last night that even our fridge started freezing.
You cannot say our fridge isn't working.
Yeah, right?
It obviously is. Look at this. Oh.
And so we hit the road, and our first stop was the supermarket. There was a little issue with the ATM at the supermarket, so we couldn't pay for our groceries, and we first had to find some cash money. So after searching and searching, we found an ATM that worked and drove back to the supermarket, got back in the line, and finally paid for our groceries. I think it took 2 hours. Then we hit the road again, and we had to go to a service station to fill up the water tank and also empty the toilet, clean up the van a little bit. And then we had one more thing on our to-do list. We had to find a gas point because our gas bottle was almost empty. And it's kind of hard to find German gas in Norway. But we managed, we found one, and we arrived at 2 minutes for 5. So we were just in time before the gas station was closing. And then we had to find our sleeping spot. And that was at a really nice location, near to the water.
On our way to Voss, we saw a really beautiful icy landscape. It was just a big icy lake with a lot of ice and snow on top of it. I'm going to make some drone shots from this beautiful environment.
Chicago.
You never said a word, you didn't send me no letter. Don't think I could forgive you. See, our word is slowly dying. I'm not wasting no more time. Don't think I could believe you.
We made some beautiful pictures and movies of this beautiful snowy landscape. So we made content for our friends who set up a startup. It's called Omnibites. They make delicious food with natural ingredients, really premium ingredients. And you can now fill in a discount where you can have 50% off from your take. So that's really nice. It's in the link down below in the description of this video. And it was also the day of Grundlovsdag, where all the Norwegians celebrate the constitutional law here in Norway and the foundation of it. We saw a lot of Norwegians dressed in particular dresses. Yeah, that was also very special to us.
If you catch me at the border, I got visas in my name. If you come around here, I'll make them all day. I get one down in a second if you wait. I fly like paper, get high like.
When we arrived in Voss, it was a really crowded place with a lot of other campers. But it was a really nice place with some stunning nature. And there was one massive waterfall and you could stood on top of it and watch all the way down, and it was magical, really magical. There were also toilets, and normally toilets are toilets, but these were very special as well. There was a panoramic view in the toilets, and the waterfall was streaming next to it, so it was impressive. On our way to Herand, there was some maintenance to the roads, so it caused a big traffic jam. Well, not a big traffic jam, but long waiting hours. So if they're working on a road, you sometimes have to wait 1 hour, and that's normal in Norway.
Yeah.
So our short trip became a very long trip.
Became a trip of a few hours more.
But we like the views on our way here.
Yeah, so we don't have anything to complain.
And we were
eventually.
lucky because our ferry just went in time, and
Yeah, it all sorted out, so it was really good.
Hit me on my banner, prepaid wireless. We pack and deliver like UPS trucks. Already going hell, just pumping that gas.
So coming here in Herand, we have this beautiful view. We show you some pictures and some videos of this area.
I'm waking up to ash and dust. I wipe my brow
Hey,
and
Sam.
I sweat my wrist. I'm
Ben je doen?
breathing in the chemicals. I'm breaking in, shaping up.
It's also a place where we had our first bonfire, our first fire in nature.
Waking up, I feel it in my bones enough to make my systems blow. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. Welcome to the new.
And yeah, that was a really good experience because of the smell and the view and the warmth.
and the sky was so perfect. It really was.
Yeah.
I just fell in love.
Whoa, I'm radioactive, radioactive. I raise my flags, down my clothes.
So while we're here in Herand, we have yeah, much more time to relax and to do the things we have to do. For instance, for me, it's reading, studying, because I'm doing a minor in psychology. I have to study a lot. So it's balancing between hitting the road, enjoy time with each other, and yeah, doing the serious stuff.
For me, the serious stuff is editing photos, videos, and selling them on stock websites. Just creating fun stuff like this.
As explosions broke in the sky, all that I needed was the one thing I couldn't find, and you were there at the turn, waiting to let me know. We're building it up to break it back down. We're building it up to burn it down. We can't wait to burn it to the ground.
Thanks for watching this video. We hope you liked it. Like this video and don't forget to subscribe.
See you next week.
See you next.
Bye.
Bye-bye.